Hey there, Elite Runner fans. The king of Elite Runners, Elite Godston, is back for more of my Pixelgun 3D video. Sorry, I had to cut out the music because it's still part of the copyright restriction stuff anyway, but I apologize in advance if I've not been doing any uploads recently because I got a very important notice from something, but I'm not going to say more about it because it's more personal to me anyway. So I'm going to be more cautious as always because like I said, for the past like months or like days or something, I have not been doing any uploads recently or live streams recently because of important stuff I've been doing around with my family members or at work or anything else in particular. So I do apologize about that. But anyways, this video in particular is about clans. And FYI, last night I just hit Ruby Division, so that's really good for me. But I'm also here to point out a little bit of a few tips because I do recall there has been a few folks that posted a whole lot of other clan stuff ideas and all their graphs and whatnot. I'm also here to help you out with that stuff as well too, but I think it's a little bit more detailed, and from theirs as well too. Theirs is also like incredibly detailed, but I think for mine it will be a little bit more easier to understand a little bit. So I can tell you exactly what it is. So basically right here, I just hit Ruby Division last night, which is pretty good. I stayed up a little bit so I can keep an eye on the results anyway for it. But anyways, I'll tell you guys exactly how to save your guys' silver up here anyway. Since I did see a little bit of the requirements of how many you need in total for just only one single chest entirely. So this right here will be your prime example. I made a Google Docs spreadsheet on this one, so keep in mind. Okay, sorry for the long pause right there, guys. I'm going to rephrase everything all over again. Okay, so starting with the rarity chest. This right here will be your go-to thing to keep an eye out for. Rare ones are 50% chance to see which ones you get. The rare chest has a whole lot of stuff in it. The X amount of times, if you get the same one in a row, accumulates all the weapon parts and all the gadgets. For the weapon parts entirely, if you just get the same one over and over again, it's going to be 17 times in a row of the same chest you get for all these weapons right here to get them completely. While for the gadgets, because it's 25, it'll be 10 rolls in a row if you just only get the same rarity of the rare one every single time. However, for the epic chest, if you get the same one every single time for all weapons entirely, that's going to be 9 rolls in a row to get the specific one you want in the epic chest if it kept popping up the same one over and over again. For the gadgets, it's going to be only 6 times in a row to get them all in the epic. But legendary, however, is a big change. Because, like I said, it's a 15% chance for a drop. If you get all of these weapons, it's a 4 chest roll for the legendary in a row if you get all of those weapons. And for the gadgets, 3 times in a row. The silver cost does increase, but there is a catch to it, as I see a whole lot of people do anyway. The cost starts with 500, then it goes up by a few, which will be 1,000, then it goes up to 1,500, 4,000, after 4,000 is 6,000, then 9,000, 12,500, 16,500, which is usually the max, and I believe it continues through with 1 extra spin, which is going to be 21,000, and the final actual legit max is 26,000. And it stops at 26,000, which is the max, but the only way to save your silver is only doing 3 specific rolls. And if I back out, sometimes it will also reset its war every single time if you do it. Where you also notice for some of these wood, steel, and gold ones, you also notice that some of them have the same legit parts. But when I just noticed last night when I was making my spreadsheet, the Crystal Division ones don't have any gadgets. I just realized that at first. I was like, wait, where's C25, 45, and 90? When I looked through, it just only showed weapons. And when I looked back in the offers and the gadgets and whatnot, there was not any Crystal Division gadgets in here. I just noticed that at first. I'm not sure if anyone else noticed about that as well too. So that's why crystal weapons are going to be a lot easier to obtain. So that's going to be a little bit more easy to catch anyway. But anyways, back to the chest I was talking about. So all in total for all the silver you get for all this stuff I said, it's going to be a total roundup of 98,000 silver is the max for only one single chest roll. And if I do stand correct, every single clan war you do resets in like every 5 days. So like if you started a war, you have to wait every single 5 days until the results are done, and then it resets. So my best method is once you reach Ruby Division, my clan entirely is just going to hold off at the moment and just keep on grinding silver and whatnot. But the only way and best optional idea I can think of for grinding silver is the black market. The black market will sometimes give you silver, but it only depends on how many you get entirely. Because the only closest thing I can think of, I can see, is only rare chances of what silver you get entirely. Like, if you get 3 silver spots in a row, that's really lucky, and definitely get that. But if you do see any type of silver in the black market, purchase that immediately. Like, sometimes it goes in a range between this one right here, and I think the highest it can only go to is like 4,000. I could be wrong, but it goes a little bit more higher than that, but it has a very low percentage chance, like a 2% chance of that happens. But all in all entirely, for the clan stuff in general, like I said, I just hit Ruby Division last year, and it's really fun, and I'm just going to hold off until we achieve every single Ruby Division equipment, like all gadgets and all weapons. And I hopefully think this video right here discussion will be a lot more simple and a lot understanding for you guys, and we'll see how this works out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully wish me luck on this Ruby Division stuff, because I know you guys are going to say in the comment section saying like, why would you just hold off on the war, because it's going to take like several months until you guys achieve it and whatnot. I understand about that, but the only thing is I have special things and whatnot, and I have specific ideas in mind, but this right here will be the only stopping point, because we just reached Ruby Division last night, and it's going to be a whole lot of stuff to do, so we're just going to hold off on any wars in particular. Because if we do that, we're going to be like active every single time and try to stay in the top 4 position as always, before we lose Ruby Division and go back to Crystal, which I do not want. But I know most people always are really desperate for Ruby Division. But anyways, this right here will conclude this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. Lightning Strike.